You wake up tired. You go to sleep tired. Somewhere in between, you try to convince yourself it is normal. You sip coffee. You scroll for stimulation. You force productivity like a machine with a dying battery. And still, the fatigue never leaves. People call it laziness. They say you lack discipline, that you just need to try harder, that you are unmotivated. You begin to believe them. You start calling yourself weak, broken, or just not built for high performance. But what if none of that is true? What if the exhaustion you feel has nothing to do with your character and everything to do with your chemistry? What if you are not lazy but overloaded? Not weak but inflamed? Not broken, but burning from the inside out in ways no one ever taught you to see? This script is not just about tiredness. It is about the war inside your body. A war fought silently every hour. A war against toxins, against unstable blood sugar, against poor sleep architecture, against hormonal chaos and mitochondrial suffocation. You think you are just tired. But your body is fighting to survive every second you ignore its signals. You are not alone. Millions wake up with fog in their heads, tension in their jaws, tightness in their chest, and a sense of failure before the day even begins. This is not weakness. This is epidemic biology. And if you do not understand what is really happening inside you, you will waste your life blaming the wrong thing. Let me ask you this. When did you stop feeling rested after a full night's sleep? When did waking up become a chore? When did your passion turn to numbness? These are not motivational problems. These are biochemical alarms. And they have been ringing louder every year because chronic tiredness is not normal. It is common, but not natural. And what is common today is slowly destroying an entire generation of energy, ambition, and mental clarity. The body was not designed for this. Your biology is breaking under pressure, and you think you are just lazy. But here is the real reason your body is stuck in survival mode. Your nervous system is locked in a constant low-grade stress response. Your cortisol pulses without rhythm. Your sleep cycle is broken. Your mitochondria, the very engines of your cells, are suffocating in silence. You are not lazy. You are inflamed. And inflammation is not just swelling. It is sabotage. This is why motivation comes in waves. Why discipline feels impossible. Why you crash at 2 p.m. and crave sugar like a drug. Why your memory slips. Why your focus scatters. Why your joints ache. Why your body feels like it is aging before its time. These are not symptoms of laziness. They are signs of internal dysfunction. And the sooner you see that, the sooner you can reclaim your power. This is not a self-help speech. This is biology. And once you learn the true causes of your fatigue, you will never blame yourself again. You will stop chasing caffeine, guilt, or shame. You will start healing. You will start listening. And when that happens, your energy will not just return. It will explode. Your exhaustion did not start yesterday. It has been building, slowly, silently, like a leak you could not see until your energy ran dry. The truth is, your body has been giving you signs for years, but you ignored them because the world told you to. We are taught to power through, to push harder, to caffeine it instead of calibrate, to numb the symptoms instead of reading them. But tiredness is not a weakness to crush. It is wisdom trying to speak. And if you ignore it long enough, that wisdom becomes a warning. The real reason behind your constant fatigue starts deep inside your cells. It starts with mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside every cell in your body. They take the food you eat and the oxygen you breathe and turn it into fuel. But when your system is inflamed, those mitochondria slow down. They choke. They burn less cleanly. And instead of giving you energy, they give you exhaustion. You cannot fake mitochondrial energy. No pill, no speech, no willpower can replace broken cellular engines. And once they are compromised, your body spirals. You become more sensitive to stress, more reactive to sugar, more addicted to stimulation, less able to recover. This is not laziness. It is chemical fatigue. But what causes this inflammation? It is not just food. It is light. It is stress. It is lack of deep sleep. It is endless notifications. It is emotional trauma buried deep in the nervous system. All of these triggers set off micro fires inside you. And those fires do not just burn your body. They burn your drive. Ask yourself, do you feel most tired after you eat? After you scroll? After you spend time with certain people? That is not coincidence. That is inflammation showing its face. That is your biology telling you something is off. That you are feeding dysfunction instead of fueling recovery. Your body was not designed to be this tired. It was made for motion, focus, and deep rest. But we live out of sync. We eat under blue lights. We sleep under stress. We breathe shallow. We stare too long. And we expect performance from a system that is being suffocated. Here is what no one tells you. Your nervous system is wired for cycles, intensity and rest, tension and release, focus and recovery. When you ignore the down cycle, when you never truly rest, you never access the full up cycle. You are always halfway there, half awake, half alive. That is where burnout begins. You are not broken. You are misaligned. Your exhaustion is not a failure of effort. It is a failure of flow. A system designed to run with rhythm has been turned into static. And until you restore that rhythm, no amount of motivation will save you. But this is not the end. This is the beginning, because now you know. Now you see, the real reason behind your tiredness is not moral. It is metabolic. And you can change it, not with hacks, but with understanding, the kind that starts at the cellular level and rises all the way back to power. Sleep is not rest. Not unless it is the right kind. Not unless it follows rhythm, depth, and recovery. Most people close their eyes and assume they are sleeping. But what they are doing is lying still while their body fights to catch up with damage it was never allowed to heal. You feel tired even after 8 hours. That is not normal. That is not healthy. That is not how your body was designed. The reason lies in your nervous system. Specifically, your inability to fully shift from sympathetic to parasympathetic mode, from fight or flight to repair and recovery. If your brain is still in alert mode when you fall asleep, your body does not repair. Your cortisol stays high. Your organs stay tense. Your muscles stay clenched. Your breath stays shallow. And in that state, sleep becomes survival, not restoration. You wake up more tired than before, and you blame yourself instead of your system. Modern life does not allow downshifting. You are trained to perform until the last second before sleep. Checking messages, watching screens, eating late, thinking about problems. These signals do not tell your brain to sleep. They tell your brain to stay ready for battle. And that is how you go to bed, in armor. Every single night, ask yourself, do you ever fall asleep without a screen in your hand, without noise in the background, without your jaw clenched or your mind racing? These are not minor habits. They are signs that your biology has forgotten how to relax. And without relaxation, there is no recovery. Your nervous system is like a dial, not a switch. You cannot force rest. You must earn it. You must wind down slowly. Dim the lights, lower the noise. Regulate your breath. Create stillness before you demand repair, because deep rest requires preparation. Without it, your body remains in defense mode all night long. And here is the secret killer. Emotional trauma, the pain you never processed, the memories you buried, the stress you carried from childhood, from failure, from heartbreak. Trauma is not just a mental wound. It is a physical imprint. It rewires your nervous system. It changes your breath, your hormones, your heartbeat. It changes the quality of your sleep without you even knowing it. You think you are just tired, but you are carrying grief. You are carrying fear. You are carrying patterns your body learned in moments of chaos. And unless you address that root, your nervous system will never truly relax. Your sleep will always be shallow. Your fatigue will never leave. This is why supplements fail. Why hacks fail? Because they do not touch the nervous system. They do not unlearn trauma. They do not restore rhythm. Real healing starts in the wiring. And once your wiring is clean, your energy returns. Not as hype, but as clarity. You were not born tired. You were born vibrant. The fatigue you feel now is a story written by misalignment, stress, and silence. But you can write a new story. One where your nervous system remembers safety. One where your body remembers how to rest. One where you wake up with power, not panic. And it begins with listening deeper than you ever have before. You are told to eat for energy. So you do. But instead of power, you get a crash, a fog, a hunger that returns too soon. This is not food. It is confusion, because most of what passes for food today is not nourishment. It is stimulation, and your body is exhausted from processing the damage. The modern diet is a roller coaster your biology was never designed to ride. Sugar spikes, insulin floods, blood sugar crashes, cravings rise, and round you go. Never stabilized, never centered, never truly fueled. Just spiking, crashing, spiking again. That is not fuel. That is chaos. You eat to wake up, but your energy disappears. You eat to focus, but your mind scatters. You eat to feel better, but your inflammation rises. Why? Because your meals are not built for recovery. They are built for reaction. They trigger your hormones, your immune system, and your stress response all at once. And in that battlefield, your energy is the first casualty. Ask yourself, How often do you eat to feel calm, not just full? How often do you finish a meal and feel clearer, sharper, more alive? If the answer is rarely, your body is not being fed, it is being tricked. And every time it gets tricked, it fights back with fatigue. Your body needs steady energy, not spikes. It needs fiber, minerals, fats, and proteins that digest slowly and heal deeply. But instead, you are given a dopamine hit, a moment of pleasure followed by hours of imbalance. You are sold energy drinks, fast food, processed snacks, and sugar-loaded health bars. And every bite creates a deeper energy debt. But the damage does not stop with sugar. It reaches your hormones, especially cortisol and testosterone. High blood sugar raises insulin. Chronically high insulin disrupts cortisol. Disrupted cortisol ruins your circadian rhythm, and that rhythm controls everything: energy, hunger, libido, focus, even memory. And then there is testosterone, the power hormone, the engine of male drive and recovery. Inflammation kills it. Sleep deprivation kills it. Sugar kills it. You think your tiredness is just mood, but behind that mood is a tank that has been drained by years of hormonal sabotage. This is why you do not feel like yourself anymore. Why you are more reactive, more emotional, more unstable. It is not you. It is your chemistry. It is the silent damage that food and stress have done to your hormones. And until those systems are restored, your energy will remain trapped. This is not about eating less. It is about eating aligned with your biology, with your goals, with your rhythm. The right food becomes medicine. It turns off inflammation. It regulates blood sugar. It calms cortisol. It protects testosterone. And when those systems are protected, you rise stronger, sharper, steadier. You are not weak. You are misinformed, misdirected. But now you see it. And the next time you sit down to eat, you will remember this is not just a meal. This is a message to your mitochondria, to your hormones, to your future self. What you eat is not about now. It is about who you become next. Now that you know what is draining you, it is time to rise. Because this is not where your story ends. It is where it transforms. You are not doomed to fatigue. You are not locked in exhaustion. You have the power to reset, to rebuild, and to reclaim the energy that was always yours. The path back begins with awareness, knowing that tiredness is not weakness. It is a signal, a call to realign, to nourish instead of numb, to slow down so you can speed up, to listen so you can lead. Your body does not hate you. It is protecting you. And now you get to protect it back. Start with rhythm, wake light, sleep with darkness. Move when you rise, eat with intention, rest without guilt. These are not hacks. They are biological truths. And when you honor them, your systems begin to trust you again. Your hormones stabilize. Your mitochondria reawaken. Your nervous system softens. And in that calm, energy is born. Reclaim your mornings, not with caffeine, but with breath, with silence. These are the signals your biology craves. They reset your clock. They tune your metabolism. They prepare you for clarity, not just survival. And when you stack those mornings, your entire life begins to sharpen. Reclaim your meals. Eat whole. Eat slow. Eat minerals. Hydrate with meaning. Add salt, not sugar. Add protein, not poison. Your body listens to what you eat more than what you say. And the more consistently you nourish it, the louder your energy returns. Reclaim your nights. Cut the screen before sleep. Create quiet. Stretch. Breathe. Let go. Tell your nervous system you are safe now. That safety is what unlocks deep rest. And deep rest is what rebuilds broken systems. No supplement can replace what happens in slow, real sleep. And finally, reclaim your mindset. You are not lazy. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are rebuilding. You are learning your language. You are speaking biology, not guilt. And every time you choose alignment over stimulation, you cast a vote for your future. Ask yourself, what kind of life would you live if you were not tired all the time? What would you build? Who would you become? What would you feel in the morning if your body trusted you again? These are not fantasies. They are memories of the man you were born to be. Let the world call you lazy if it wants. You know the truth now. You know that energy is not given. It is earned through rhythm, respect, and relentless awareness. And every choice you make from this day forward can either drain you or drive you. You are not tired anymore. You are waking up. One breath, one meal, one aligned day at a time. And in that awakening, your real power begins.